Hey guys, today I'm in a little bit of a different spot. There's more light today. Um uh and I wanted to talk about today a concept, alienation. And there are really two types of alienation. There's a more general sort of alienation, which is which is like, okay, you feel out of place where you are. I think everyone feels that way, especially if you're I felt that way all of my life, right? I've always felt like an outcast in places. There's this sort of separation, this sort of estrangement from yourself and others. And sometimes that's self-imposed, other times it's not. And my sort of obviously biased take on that is that that's one of the worst things that can ever happen to you. But you know especially in the modern world, there's not much you can do about it. And I mean, this sort of leads into the other type of alienation, a specific type of alienation, Marxist alienation. And I just want to say straight out, um, I am not a Marxist. I am a leftist. I'm a social democrat. Um, I've given on here my sort of reasons for why I'm not a Marxist. I've given critiques of the Marxist conception of labor, um, based upon the work of the Marxist feminist writer whom I love, Angela Davis. I'll leave that video in the description so you guys can take a look at it. It's an early video, right? Most of you weren't around for that one, but it's one of my favorite videos. Anyway, yeah, so this is not meant to be any sort of, I guess, promotion of Marxism, but I do have to hand it to Marx and Engels that they describe something about the nature of technological progress and of work which no other political economists, in my opinion, have been able to describe, and have dug down to the roots of labor as it is practiced, not labor as it should be ideally, like your Adam Smiths, your Mises, um, and so, yeah, I want to talk about that. And Marxist alienation is just really the observation that as technology progresses, we get further and further isolated from each other and from our own work. And the the sort of really innovative thing about Marx and Engels' observations is that they say that the forms of technology that influence our labor and our social relations become so ingrained into society that it's literally unavoidable that this alienation, this estrangement occurs. And I think about it, and it's like so true, like, because you look at me, for example, I couldn't live, brothers and sisters, without my wheelchair. It's literally like my legs, right? I literally have to go everywhere with it, and it's super technologically advanced. It has a whole bunch of switches, elevators. I can tilt myself, I can raise myself. Um, and honestly, guys, like, yeah, it's necessary, but at the same time, it's what alienates me from society. It really is. Like, I've already mentioned how people look at me in the outside world and how they segregate themselves from me uh because of this. And that's like a capitalist, that's a laboral, a societal contradiction in our technological developments. And I can go less personal, and this has been pointed out by everyone, but the information age has also not really till 2020 really was it affecting the way we do work, because we all still went to offices, right? We still had to have some amount of person to person contact, right? But for a while there, stuff was completely remote, right? We were communicating completely through a mode of production which is just so abstract and so far removed from person to person communication that it was not the same. And in this case, honestly, the social mode of production came before the laboral one. And but still, the easiest way to say that is just like, look, everyone's on their phones, no one talks to each other, right? And I'm guilty of it. I mean, I told you guys I have a park outside my house. I try to say hi to everyone, and some of them stop and have conversations, but they're not really the deeper types. And honestly, bros, I don't know how anyone can deny that in some sense it has to do with our current predominant mode of production, that being digital technology and the internet and the information age generally, and all of its technologies. I This is another reason why I've been hesitant to do stuff like Discord, uh, even though I know I have the community, right? Because I'm trying to break out. I know it's completely impossible, right? But I'm trying to do what I can to break out of this mode of production, and that means focusing where I can on real person to person relationships. Even if it is ironically facilitated by those same technologies causing the alienation. That's why Marx, I think, calls it a contradiction in both the division of labor and the mode of production. And yeah, sorry guys, the Marxists were right on this one. They were completely right. Alright, let me know what you think. Bye.